Hello, it's me, Crazy Rebecca, Dances with Pitbulls. Hey, welcome to Crazy Quilt Friday. I have another fabric bundle release going here. We cut 2, 4, 6, 8 more red and greens. So, red, green, and gold, actually. So, I have 8 of those. And we made up trim bags as an added bonus. So they're still only $20 a piece. If you buy 1 or 2, you add $5 shipping. If you add 3, you will get free shipping. So all the fabrics this week feature red. I think maybe that's the way to go to do color families or something. I don't know. I know next week's going to be steampunk, but this week is this red. So this is red and green. I have 8 of those. And I'll put at the end of this video the videos of me rolling the fabric so you can see what's in them. And in the description box, I'm going to put all the other bundles that I have available. So if you're not into red, just check my description box and you'll see what I have left. So these are obviously red and purple. So if you know a red hat lady, which I'm not sure why the scarf is red and the hats are purple instead of the scarf being purple and the hats being red. But anyway, this was my inspiration fabric, and I have 6 of those. $20 a piece. Okay, I have 2 separate red and blacks. Because, I don't know why. Because we had so much of it. That's why. So let me get them separated here. I think I have 8 of each. 2, 4, 6, 8. This I'm calling red and black A. And they will blend together. They certainly will. If you want one of each, that would like double your fun. So this is red and black B. I can tell the difference because of the way I rolled them. So these all have this fabric from Cricut and this on the outside. So I have 8 of those, and like I said, they will blend together. That would be a really striking quilt. I think you would need at least 6 to do a quilt. The red and the black are easy to not duplicate, but they're always going to go together because red is red and black is black. So, but if you're talking teal and all that, see, it could be different. But anyway, I got a bunch of that. Then I have just 4 of these big freaking honking red ones. Nope. Correction. I have 5. Look at the chunky monkeys. So if you need red, now this is red and black, but that's the only piece in there that would be even close to being different. So, but check the end of this video and you'll see these being rolled. And what else was I going to say? Oh, check the description box. to see everything that I have. Next week will be Steampunk Week. So if you're into that, kind of look for that video. Okay. Happy crafting, people. Happy sewing. Happy crazy quilting. Look at my bundles. We decided to cut some more red and green because we made an error in our calculations the first time. Rather, I made the error. So we got some more. They're similar. They're not exactly the same. This is that red I cannot identify. This is rather special because you can use either side. I kind of like this side. This is green with some texture. I wanted to call this Ultra Suede, but I know it's not. So it's brushed. But I need to take a class on identifying fabrics. Green satin, dark forest green. This is a tablecloth. I believe it is a poly cotton. This is a Grinch green satin with whiskers. Why does some fabric do that? I feel like getting a pair of pinking shears or something. This is that cotton with gold. That is the same. We have this tablecloth. The red crinkly satin. Must have had yardage of that. This was probably a tablecloth also. We're going to get 2 pieces of this green. We have a red. This is secondhand and whatever, and this one has a little mark, so you're going to just work around that. This is the fancy stuff. I got at Goodwill one year. Here's the second piece of that green satin. We have the wide wale corduroy. This dark green satin, that's really pretty. This is really pretty. Tablecloth. A green moire. A red and green burnout velvet. That's different for this bundle, I think. Nice piece of gold lame. Getting blown around by the fan. This green curtain with the prints on the solid part. This is a stretch velvet. This heavier lame. And this, I don't know what this is called, but it has like holographic sequins on it, glued on it. As always, these are $20 a piece. If you buy 1 or 2, you'll add $5 for shipping. If you buy 3 or more, I will ship them to you for free. So, included with these bundles, we have a wee gifty for you. Made up some little trim bags. So, hop on them while you can. Okay, this is a new bundle. It is based on the Red Hat Ladies, only I don't know why the scarf wasn't purple and the hats were red, but anyway, you know what I mean. You get the gist, right? So you get a piece of the scarf. This stretch velvet has red and purple. It'll have some green too, but just deal with it. You can see the green on the back. Some red satin from a prom dress. Another small piece of the scarf. Some purple from a prom dress. Gotta love those prom dresses. And these tablecloths. This was probably, I don't know, maybe pajamas. I feel like it could have been. I don't think it was a dress or anything like that. I actually did not cut it. My helper cut it. This is some satin. This is lining fabric. This is lining fabric. Can you see my color scheme here? This is some costume satin. I'm just gonna leave my iron over there. Okay. Some wide wale corduroy. Some prom dress. Tablecloth. It looks a little orange, but look, it goes with that. This is satin with, I don't know if it's showing up, it's red glitter. Reddish glitter, maybe pink, but I think with the red near it, it's going to look red. This is a narrow wale corduroy. I guess I like my iron better over here. We got the tissue lame, which is going to blow away if I don't go ahead and put this purple satin on it. Tablecloth. The darkest of eggplant purple. Must have been a blouse because look at the shape here. I love that kind of purple. It's wrinkly. This oddball fabric we never did figure out. Another piece of prom dress. And another piece of prom dress. The wacko weird whatever. I don't even know what that is. It's got to be polyester. Is it going to fit in there? Lining fabric. A pretty good piece of velvet. It's got the right colors in it. That was definitely a shirt, a big shirt. Just some purple, matte satin, some prom dress with some bling on it, diamonds, and this weird color shifting, sometimes looks blue, sometimes look purple. Let's hope it looks purple in your project. 25 pieces. And I'm gonna roll it or tie it. Right here. There you have it, red and purple for those ladies. Or for anybody who likes red and purple. Come on, really. Okay, these are the red and black A, because we're gonna have 2 separate red and black bundles, because we had so much pretty fabric, but this is shiny. I'm gonna put it this way. We have a thicker lame. This down. A black lining fabric. This is a gold and black lace. I am not sure what this fabric is called. It looks like a moire, but there's no wavy things on it, so I don't know what that's called. This is a good velvet. It's not a stretch velvet, just a regular velvet. This is a red lining fabric. This is flocked with black velvet. This was a dress and I actually wore it, but I look like a stuffed sausage, so snip snip. This is black netting. You can layer that or trap things behind it. This is a polyester. It was a blouse. It's very pretty. This was a pair of pants that Keith saved back for me at the free store. I'm sure he didn't give them to me for free, but it was nice of him to think of me. This was a tablecloth. This was probably a blouse or a dress or a skirt. This is a heavier black satin. Some thin red lame. A red satin, which I'm going to hit that. This is beautiful cutout, burnout with some glitter on it. This is, I call this barn red. I don't know, but I like it. Pretty good size piece of that. This is a stretched, crushed velvet. It's got some red on it. It's got some green and stuff too, but you can work with that. This is a lining fabric. What was this? A shirt? This was a shirt. I really like that. Some more lining fabric. This is weird. It's not quite a canvas, but it's stiff. It would be good to embroider on, I think. Can you needle it? Uh-oh. Okay, so just deal with it. It doesn't needle very good, but I'm sure you'll work it out. Okay. take this. This is that, another piece of the barn red satin. Probably had a lot of that. A red sweater knit. And a black, that's like a waffle, like a thermal, but it's shiny, so it's a fancy thermal. Okay, you know the drill. $20 a piece. If you buy one or two, you will add $5 for shipping. If you buy 3 or more, shipping is free. These are gorgeous. Okay, this is red and black bundle B. We did bundle A, now we're going to do bundle B. A, B. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, we're starting with some red velour. I have barely had to iron these, and now look at my last piece, all wrinkled up. Okay, we have some black. This was probably an overlay. It's kind of sheer. I think my helper cut this. It's okay. But it's a sleeve. I can tell by how it's bowed. I'm just gonna trim it up. And the reason I trim like that is so the bundles roll correctly. I can't have a bunch of stuff hanging out, being all goofy. Okay, this stuff's hard to cut. Okay, we have a red, probably a lining fabric. When you get a prom dress or what have you, you get 2 fabrics. You get the outer fabric and you get the lining fabric. This is so pretty. I think this was yardage, just from looking at this. But look how pretty that is. It's kind of thick too. Okay, this is a red moire. Look how pretty that is. I mean, hello. This is a black sequined, I think it was a dress. This was a tablecloth. It has texture to it. This was a skirt, or actually there was a black lace overlay. You're gonna see the lace in a little bit. This was a blouse, very pretty. I can tell you it didn't fit me or it wouldn't be in this pile. This too was a tablecloth. You can use either side. Okay, this is a black lining. Like that. Another red lining piece. This is that black, I want to call it a canvas, but it's not. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely very black. This is from a blouse. This is kind of like that silver. You know what? This might have been the skirt part under the lace. I don't know. I don't know nothing no more. See, this was the outer layer of that. So you get a nice piece of that. This is a, oh, it's a stretch velvet. Be careful with that. I think this is the last of this stuff. Very pretty. Wish I had more. But that's an idea store find, so can't duplicate. Okay, this is the lace that was on the skirt. One more piece of lining fabric. This was a top I love. Didn't fit. Didn't fit. This was a dress. It's flocked. It's a dress that almost fit, and I did actually wear it once, but it was just a little bit too tight, and it looked ridiculous on me. Okay, got a piece of lame. This is velvet from a skirt, has some texture to it. This is a burnout velvet. And thank you, Cricut, for this dress. Man, I knew. I'm like, I gotta do some red and black. Look at this. Thank you, Cricut. Okay, $20 a piece. If you buy one or two, you'll add $5 for shipping. If you buy 3 or more, I will ship them for free. And email me at crazyquilter59@yahoo.com and tell me what you want, and I will invoice you. You do not have to have PayPal to pay the invoice. You can pay it other ways. But PayPal is fine too. Look how pretty. Yeah, thank you. Okay, we got some red bundles, and they are chunky. You are getting your money's worth from these red bundles, let me tell you. This is so long that I'm going to trim it a little bit. When it starts out that a piece is too long, you know you're getting a good one. Okay, so this is like prom dress satin. We got your basic barn red. Remind me to take a class that teaches me what different satins are. Okay, this is beautiful. It's stretchy. You're going to want to keep it in the middle. This is another satin. This is a good grade satin too. This is that stuff that looks moire, but it's not. So needs flattened. This was a tablecloth. I can identify this as polyester. Okay, this was a dress from the Humane Society. It's got diamonds on it, and beads, and sequins, and more beads. We have a piece of tissue lame. This is from India. It's got some beadwork on it. Okay, the fan is blowing the lame. This is that blouse material that I don't know what it's called. Get a long piece of that. This was a fancy prom dress, I'm sure. I'm sure this has a name too, this type of satin. This is a satin that has a lot of whiskers. This is more of what I think of as a Christmas red. A fine red corduroy. This is a tablecloth in a different shade of red, a little bit towards the orange, but it still goes really well. It goes really well with that lame. So you can see how long these pieces are. This is a wide wale corduroy. This is beautiful. This was a Goodwill find, which yards and yards of it. I wish I could find it again. This was a bed skirt. This is a corduroy. This is a, I don't know what it's called. Crinkle, dang it, can't think. This was a tablecloth. I love this. Look at that texture. This was a dress, a prom dress, I'm sure. You gotta have different colors of red. You can't just have straight red. You gotta have different types of it. That's a lining fabric, as is this. This is one of them weirdo shirts. Somehow I had like 10 of them in different colors. So somewhere somebody went blind tying those and then untying them. And then it was in the thrift store and it got cut up. So that's the way it goes. Okay, one more. This was a coat jacket type of thing. I believe this is cotton, but it's got embroidery on it, machine embroidery. So let's roll this up. There's 25 pieces. It's still only $20. Look at that. I love it. Okay. Trim and whiskers. Okay. One more. Ah! Okay, look. Look at this. If you need red, this is your bundle.